What's up guys, TechSean here back with another video on the latest iPhone 6 Plus. Apple launched the iPhone 6 Plus in India on October 17, 2014 and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, pre-ordered it and got it exactly on the launch day thanks to Infibeam. Now here's the iPhone 6 Plus 64GB Space Gray version. I'll be doing a quick unboxing and review of the same. Now, if you ask me what's so special about the iPhone 6 Plus, it's a giant leap forward in terms of specs and of course the design and the display. The display is a 5.5-inch larger display when you compare it with the other iPhone versions. Now, on the technical specifications, it is unbelievable when you compare it with the initial iPhone that was launched in 2007. Again, I picked up the 64GB Space Gray version because I love the Space Gray version. The color is really good. You can also check out my other video on the iPhone 6, which is a smaller 4.7-inch variant. I've also done a short comparison video on both, which you can also check out. Here it is, voila, the iPhone 6 Plus. Now you also get it in two more colors, the silver and gold. I always prefer the Space Gray. Now wow, this is unbelievably large. It's a 5.5-inch screen. The phone is really large, but it feels very nice in the hand. It's sleek and very, very light. Let me keep the phone aside and first check out the contents of the box and come back to it. Here's a SIM tray, eject pin, the usual Apple Get Started guide, couple of Apple stickers for the fanboys. Now we have the earpods, the charger adapter. The adapter seems to be small when compared to the previous versions. And finally the lightning cable, which is used to connect your iPhone to your PC or to the adapter to charge. Pretty much the same contents which you'll find in any previous version iPhones. Now let's keep all these aside and get to the iPhone 6 Plus. There's a plastic wrap around the phone. Let's peel it off. Here it is. You can get a feel of how large it is in my hands. It is a very premium phone and of course very, very large in my hand. This is only for the large screen lovers. You get it? Large screen lovers. Now, let me show you some ports and stuff. Now, on the bottom, we have the lightning connector port in the middle, the speaker grill here, the primary microphone, and the audio jack. On the side, we have the volume rocker controls, the silent switch, and on the side, we have the SIM tray and power button. The power button is moved from the top to the side when compared to the previous phones. On the back, we have the advanced new 8-megapixel iSight camera with optical image stabilization, which is super cool. It helps you to take photos and videos with no shake. The iPhone 6 lacks that and only has digital image stabilization, which is software-based, but this is hardware-based. True Tone flash and a secondary microphone. It is a premium aluminum back, very smooth. It really feels good. Apple logo in the center and these antenna bands running across the phones. Now on the front we have the large new 5.5-inch Retina HD display. It is a pretty large display. When you compare it with the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 is a 4.7-inch display, which is also large when you compare it with the previous iPhone 5S and 5C. It is also quite very tough. It's very tough to use one hand. But as I said, this phone is only for the large screen lovers. We have the Touch ID sensor, which is at the bottom, which is also the home button again. And on the top, we have some speaker grills and sensors. Here's the phone again. This is simply stunning. Edges are blended very well. Feels very, very good in the hand. Let me quickly tell you on the tech specs, some general stuff. It has a new 5.5-inch improved Retina HD display with resolution of 1920 into 1080 pixel with a pixel density of 401, which makes it a full HD display. It is shatterproof glass. It has oleophobic coating to reduce fingerprints. It has the all-new A8 64-bit dual-core processor. It is 64-bit architecture. It also is married with M8 Motion coprocessor, which helps in tracking and all the other stuff, which reduces the load on the main processor. Now you know all these technical stuff which Apple does at the back, the magic. 1 GB of RAM comes with 3 space options, 64, 16 and 128 GB. 8 megapixel eyesight camera at the rear with optical image stabilization and a 1.2 megapixel camera on the front. The battery is a 2915 mAh battery. Since the phone is large, Apple housed a larger battery which also gives a better backup and backup time. Improved Touch ID sensor for fingerprint scanning and other security stuff, and also the usual sensors, the gyroscope, the accelerometer, and more. These are pretty much the usual stuff which you as a general user would want to know. Now on the pros, the large screen is just fantastic. It feels really good in hand. Using apps and reading text, it's really good. The hardware, of course, it is a giant leap forward in terms of performance. With the all-new A8 chip specifically, the graphic performance is a screamer. All-new camera, which people have been longing for a long time. Superb iOS features like continuity, AirDrop makes the phone more open. Finally, the design. No one can beat Apple. Now on the negatives, there are quite a few. The iPhone 6 is very big and cannot be used with one hand or carried around easily in the pocket for sure. It's a very big phone when you compare it with the other 5.5-inch versions, the Android phones, for example, in the market. The bands around the phone make it weird looking, especially I didn't expect that from Apple. However, it doesn't look too bad. It just reminds me of the HTC One when I look at it. The protruding camera at the back, again, is a kind of weird, but you have to sacrifice that when you need an improved and a stunning camera. It is prone to bend at rare cases, but seriously, I feel that this was really overhyped. iOS 8 is still a bit buggy, yet it is far superior to other operating systems in the market. Finally, the price. In a growing market like India with huge smartphone users, this phone sure is not affordable and is priced very high compared to the USA pricing. Now, if you ask me, should you upgrade your current iPhone or considering moving from an Android or other smartphone platform? The answer is yes, if you can afford and want a large screen. This is only for the large screen lovers and people who want to use a lot of apps and stuff and want more screen space. It is a stunning design. It is the best smartphone money can buy. Overall, the technical specs and the display, mainly, see, in a smartphone, the display is what you view the content. So this is a screamer in that. It is a very impressive display from Apple. So also, check out my other add-on, which is a Spigen Ultra Hybrid case, which I got to protect the iPhone 6 Plus from minor accidental bumps. This is the transparent version which you can get. Spigen is a leading brand when it comes to manufacturing cases, and it's pretty impressive. I like this case because it doesn't spoil the look and feel of the phone much and yet gives protection. So if you own an iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, you will want to try this case out. Overall, a fantastic phone from Apple, and I really love this phone, and I'm going to be using it till Apple launches the next version. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned to TechSean.com for more tech updates.